In the last video, I showed you what a proactive CRM looks like and how it tells me what I should be doing. In this video, I'm going to show you how I did that, because in order for any shliach to make use of a CRM and make their CRM proactive, they need to understand what smart data is. The way that people used to do their business was by creating groups that you go through your whole list, and when it comes time to make a calendar, you pick out all the people that you want to send your calendar to. When it comes time to look for a minyan, so you go through your whole list and you'll maybe mark a group of people that will go to your minyan. When it comes to give your JLI class or any other women's circle, so you're going to go through your list and you're going to create a group based on that. The problem with that method is that sometimes people pass away, sometimes people move away, sometimes new people move in, and you'll forget to add them to the group. So this is where smart data comes in. Now I'm going to show you there are the 3 steps are: number 1, we have to learn how to track smart data. Number 2, we create smart groups, and then we create the thing that you saw on the last screen, a smart report for a proactive dashboard. Now first I'm going to explain to you what smart data is. There are 2 kinds of smart data, as opposed to dumb data, which is that kind of list that you created before. There's static smart data and there's dynamic smart data. So for example, if you wanted to create a list of children that are candidates for your Hebrew school, so you might create a group called parents of children that are eligible for Hebrew school. The problem is that those children are going to get older, and you're going to have a list clogged up with children that are teenagers. However, if you were harvesting their date of birth, then you'd be able to create a group of parents who have children between the ages of 6 and 12, and those children will automatically, when the child turns 6, then they go into the group of Hebrew school parents. When they go out of the group, when they turn 12, then they're not in when they turn 13, they're not in that Hebrew school group anymore. And the same thing you can do whether they're Jewish or what their gender is, the family relationships, whether they have children or don't have children, what kind of business, what is their employment. You might use that for a calendar. Graduating year would be something for campus, and then also you could even use things like proximity. I want a list of everybody that is within 5 miles or 10 miles or 30 miles of my Chabad house. Those are all things that are static. They don't change. A person's date of birth, whether they're Jewish, their gender is not going to change. The second, that's relatively easy data to harvest. Then there's dynamic smart data. Dynamic smart data, these are the activities and the engagement that people have in your Chabad house. So for example, contributions, this is the amount of money that people are giving, the events that they're attending, the services that you're giving to them, their level of engagement, how interested they are, and how much they're volunteering. So if you can start tracking smart data, then you'll be able to group people not based on your hergeshim, but you'll be able to go ask yourself, why is it that I felt that person belongs in this group? And you can create a criteria for it and start tracking it with static and dynamic smart data. Once you are tracking your static and dynamic smart data, you're going to create the smart groups. So for example, the likely event attendees. If you're trying to make a class like I just did today, I sent out an email. In 2 minutes, I got a list of 50 people that have come to classes in the last couple years. And so instead of looking through, maybe this person will come, maybe that person will come, I was able to go pull a list of people that actually came to similar types of events. Once I have my smart groups, and there are many, many smart groups that you'll be wanting to create, then you create the proactive dashboard. These are reports that are built off of smart groups, and I'm going to put them into my dashboard like you saw before with my 3 groups of Kal Rosh, Noach L'Seshcheres, and Mekabel Kol Adam B'Simcha. So what I did, going all the way back, is I was tracking contributions. That's a type of dynamic smart data. I was tracking how much they were giving. And I created groups based on how much they gave. If a person gave over a certain amount of money, then they were in that smart group. Now I have another smart group called people that have not had an activity in the last 30 days. So that's another smart group. I don't put people in it, they just automatically are in it. If they did not have an activity in the last 30 days, they are in that smart group. So when I put those two things together, that I have people that gave contributions over a certain amount and they have not had an activity in the last 30 days, that would be the services. They've not had an activity in the last 30 days. So now I have a way of tracking these people and making sure that nobody falls through the cracks. When I created that smart group, I was very surprised to see that there were quite a few people who I didn't even realize that they were in my top tier donors. They were giving a lot, and I haven't been giving them enough attention. They just literally fell through the cracks. So now that I have my smart groups, I'm tracking my smart data, I have my smart groups, and I have my proactive dashboard, I'm keeping track of everybody that was everybody that I'm giving everybody the attention that they deserve.